Another fabulous afternoon of football here at the Hybrid Fitness Stadium, and the Moatsiders go marching on. Merstham getting a real grip on that fifth place in the playoff positions. They beat Sittingbourne today by 1-0. Took a special goal to do it, but my words, the boys clung on and put up a real good fight. I've been joined by Jamie Decruz as always. Jamie, what was the best aspect of the performance this afternoon from your point of view?
I think just showing a different side of us really in terms of that physicality or physical battle. We obviously know how good they are at what they do, and they're a really good side. They got some really, really strong players. They're a good group. So, we knew we had to stand tall, and we done it brilliantly. Set pieces, second phases, second balls. I thought to a man we worked our absolute socks off today, and that was probably the most pleasing part. You can play some great football and score some great goals, but actually that doggedness to want to sit in and work hard and back each other and win those duels, I thought was brilliant today.
Did it help having those 7 days off between the games from last Saturday and today, like we spoke about before, to get the boys fresh for this one? Because it was a real battle out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we knew they were obviously Sittingbourne were playing Tuesday, so we knew that it's tough. It really, the load when you play Tuesday, Saturday is tough because you play Tuesday, you're back in training on the Thursday most times, and then you're like, by the time the Saturday comes around, you are feeling heavy. So yeah, it was quite nice that actually we were the opposite side of that. Obviously, with loads of Tuesday games we've had, last week being an example, you get to Saturday and you're leggy. So yeah, that definitely played a part in what we wanted to do in terms of our energy, and I think, yeah, it gave us that little bit of a psychological edge maybe, that we knew we could go and outrun them potentially, despite the running power they've got, that we had that extra bit of freshness, and I think it showed at times. Yeah, I think it showed.
I think Rob Tolfrey only really had one save to make on, and that was in the 91st minute or something. So testament to the back four today as well. They kept a clean sheet, which is obviously very important.
They've been brilliant, the back four, back five, including Tufts. Not just those, because the boys in front of him. I mean, Corey, how many headers has he won from defensive? He was unbelievable today from set piece. And it wasn't just him. Greenwood, Ryan Healy. I thought Healy was everywhere today, winning absolutely everything. The reason why we brought him in, he was brilliant. So, but as a defensive group in general, we've stopped shipping goals. We felt we'd always score goals, although I don't think we created loads today, but it's just what the game was like. That's just how the game was. And I think Dragey, Gunnar, Kinderley, Lewis, phenomenal. And Tulse, obviously the one who marshals them all so well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you were looking at this game as a neutral, you might say it was really even Stevens between two sides that looked very close to each other. But it took a real moment of magic from Lee Lewis to crack open the nut, so to speak. Were you expecting him to hit it from there?
We've actually spoke about quite a lot with Lee, like the fact that where he's now playing, if we can get that switch right, then he will get into an area, if they've dropped off, where he can shoot. So there was a warning sign, weren't there, prior to that, where he skied it over, which was fine. But great, quick thinking for the goal, good pass inside and a great strike. And I think Lee probably just caught out the keeper in terms of a great finish. It looked like it was going wide, but Lee's got that. We've seen it also. We've seen it last year and a half, haven't we? So yeah, we keep telling him he needs a few more. So hopefully he's got a few more to come.
6 wins and a draw. The boys have really turned it on just at the right time. 10 games left to go now, is it, or so? Nine games. Do you think the boys can keep up this pace and keep going to end up in the playoff positions come the end?
I mean, genuinely, we just keep taking every game as it comes. Like, we're not. I'm certainly not, and I don't think the lads are. I don't feel the lads are. We're not getting obsessed with like checking our results quickly and seeing who done what. And we're quite content in the fact that we're just winning games of football. And I think, if you look at other teams who've been successful in the leagues, this league gone by, and other leagues, like a lot of it just comes down to momentum, not getting too high, not getting too ahead. We've had a bit of a debate in our changing room this week. I won't go into too much detail, but I had to put my foot down on certain things this week because I don't want the boys getting carried away, and that isn't me being a fun sponge. It's more, I think we've done really, really well to get to where we've got to, but why waste it now? Why throw that away now? And I hope that the boys deserve everything this year. I think, if you look at our stats in terms of goals for, goals conceded, losses, home record, we've been right up there this year. We've been fairly consistent throughout the whole year, and barring a spell maybe quite early on after we went out against Ascot in the trophy, we had a couple of dodgy performances. We've been fairly consistent all year, and I don't think there's any. The league table doesn't lie, so I feel like we're there on merit at the moment. We've got to stay in there.
Was today a more difficult game, or the Ramsgate one 11 days ago for your money?
Oh, good question that. Do I think today or Ramsgate? I think I think Sittingbourne do stuff to us that maybe we're not overly comfortable with in terms of that directness, that aggressiveness, and like I said, the lads have done brilliantly to stand up to it today. I think they're both different oppositions, to be fair, and I think, you know, clean sheet today was really, really nice. I think Ramsgate probably caused us a few more problems in that attacking phase, but then we probably caused Ramsgate more problems. So yeah, I think horses for courses, different games. We've managed to beat first and second at home, and we try to make this place as much of a fortress as we can. We know how important it will be. So yeah, good question. I'll have to let the lads answer that. So Gunnar, what was a harder game, Ramsgate or Sittingbourne?
He said it different as well. Yeah.
More physical today.
Okay, fine. And just finally,
but on that, we know how hard Ramsgate next Saturday is going to be on their 3G, where they're so good and so fluid, and we've got 2 coaches going to support the boys. So we're absolutely under no illusion what a tough game it's going to be at their place, and you know, their supporters are having a bit of banter with ours, but you know, we just approach it like every other game.
Yeah, isn't it strange that the final game of the season sees Ramsgate play Sittingbourne, which could be potentially a title decider, but we've thrown a right spanner in the works, haven't we? Little old Merstham have come along and disrupted it all.
Yeah, but I guess we've equalled it out now, haven't we, for both sides? So Ramsgate's defeat to us now becomes null and void, and I guess Sittingbourne see it as an opportunity missed, because obviously they could have gained that extra 3 points. But yeah, we're just worried about ourselves in the nicest way. And I you know, the lads at Sittingbourne are good lads, by the way. You know, I hope they're able to continue to compete right to the end, and whoever wins it, may the best team win. It's a long season. They've done brilliantly in the, you know, Ryan and the boys have done brilliantly in the trophy. To achieve what they've achieved has been phenomenal, like a joke. So I know Ryan will just want to get their heads back on the league, and I'm sure they will, and may the best team win.
Yeah, excellent. Well, Jamie, we're back here again Tuesday night. Thanks for joining us as always. Mate. All good stuff.